Hello, in today's video I will narrate and explain a profoundly influential metaphor still used today, even in political matters. I'm referring to the Allegory of the Cave, one of the most famous and influential works of the Greek philosopher Plato, found in his dialogue The Republic. This metaphor that Plato uses to explain the nature of knowledge and the quest for truth is widely employed by contemporary media to persuade us about viewpoints often contrary to what we believe. But first, let's explain the Allegory of the Cave. In the allegory, Plato describes a group of people chained inside a cave from birth, with their heads facing a wall. Throughout their lives, the only thing they could see were the shadows projected on the wall in front of them, created by objects passing in front of a fire situated behind them. As mentioned earlier, these shadows were the only reality they knew throughout their lives. One day, one of these individuals eventually managed to escape the cave. Initially, this person was blinded by the sunlight, but gradually their eyes adjusted and they began to see the outside world, realizing that the shadows on the wall were merely an illusion. The person in question was amazed by the true reality and the sunlight. Upon returning to the cave to tell the others about the outside world, they refused to believe and even accused the person of madness. These people were so accustomed to darkness and shadows that they could not conceive of a different reality. The allegory of the cave is interpreted as a representation of the stages of human knowledge. The shadows on the wall represent the reality we perceive through our senses, which is only an imperfect representation of the true world. The outside world illuminated by the sun represents the true reality. The person who exits the cave symbolizes the one who seeks true knowledge and achieves an understanding of the forms or ideas, the seeker of knowledge who dedicates themselves to the pursuit of truth, which for Plato represents the eternal and immutable essence of things, besides suggesting that the journey towards true knowledge can be solitary and difficult, and that people often resist or reject the truth if it conflicts with their established beliefs. Exiting the cave symbolizes the process of education and knowledge, which takes us beyond imposed limitations and allows us to reach a better understanding of reality. Before drawing a parallel with today's times, I need to ask for your like, as I always remind here on the channel. We are still small and the like as well as your comment are the only ways for YouTube to understand that it can distribute this video to more people. So I ask you to leave your like, comment, and if you want to see more videos like this, subscribe. But returning to the main subject, from here on I will refer to these people as prisoners. So when the prisoner returns to the cave to try to share their discovery with the others, they refuse to believe him. This refusal represents human resistance to change and the acceptance of new ideas that challenge established beliefs. Often, we prefer to remain in the comfort zone of ignorance rather than face the uncomfortable and painful truth. Plato suggested that philosophers, like the freed prisoner, had the responsibility to guide and educate others towards the truth. However, he also recognized that not everyone was willing or capable of accepting the truth, highlighting the importance of proper education and the development of wise and just leaders in society. The allegory of the cave can also be interpreted as a critique of the society and government of its time. Plato suggested that most people were trapped in ignorance and illusion, while political leaders, represented by the guards in the cave, controlled what the prisoners could see and hear, just as today the owners and managers of the media have influence over what news and information are disseminated to the public. This control can be used to promote certain political, economic, or social agendas, shaping public opinion according to their interests. Just as the prisoners in the cave resisted the truth when it was presented to them, many people may resist information or perspectives that challenge their established beliefs. Similarly to how Plato emphasizes the importance of education in the pursuit of true knowledge, the media have the potential to educate and raise awareness among the public about important issues. Although this requires a commitment to accuracy, impartiality, and journalistic integrity, which is not always prioritized in modern media, where sensationalism and profit often dictate the agenda. Plato also argued that philosophers should lead society towards knowledge and truth. Likewise, in an ideal world, journalists and media professionals would play a crucial role in disseminating accurate information and holding those in power accountable. They could act as guardians of truth by investigating and reporting facts, promoting transparency and accountability. These are just some of the ways in which Plato's allegory of the cave can be compared to the policies of contemporary media and social networks, highlighting how information manipulation and the pursuit of truth remain relevant issues in today's society. I hope you enjoyed this video, which was made entirely without political aims, and the advice I have is, We should always seek to listen to those with divergent ideas, those who do not agree with what we believe. If we can observe and listen, at some point we will have the opportunity to present our ideas and perhaps lead someone out of the cave. I hope you enjoyed the video. The idea is to leave or help someone leave the cave. And don't forget to leave a like, comment, and subscribe, making this video more widely distributed and reaching a prisoner. Until the next video.